My dear people of God, my names are Ken Maisiba, choir director from the Catholic Diocese of Nakuru. I'm going to talk about this topic, selecting music for liturgy, selecting songs for liturgy. The purpose of any liturgical celebration, my dear people, is worship of God and sanctification of mankind. In selecting songs for liturgy, we are going to look at 5 key questions that are going to lead as a guide. And the first question, my dear people, is why? The question why is the key. It refers to the reason behind selection of songs. So the answer to the questions will include 1. We select songs for liturgy to worship God. 2. We select songs for liturgy to involve the congregation. Remember, as Catholics, we emphasize more on congregational congregational singing. The choir is not there to entertain the Christians. 3. We select songs for the liturgy to sanctify humankind. My dear people, let us look at the next question. And the next question is what? We are selecting these songs for what? So the question what here refers to the celebration and occasion. So if we respond to the celebration, then the answers could be, we are selecting these songs maybe for solemnity. We are selecting these songs maybe for a feast. We are selecting these songs for a memorial or an optional memorial. Remember, my dear people, each of the above demands different kinds of songs in terms of numbers, texts, even moods. If we move further again, if we are selecting these songs for the occasion, then we must be clear whether it is a wedding, mass, it's a funeral, it's a homecoming celebration, anniversary, Thanksgiving, ordination, or even baptism. Remember, each occasion has its demands in terms of music selection, so that music selected can be a functional music. So my dear choir director, you need to put this into account on your repertoire. It is crucial to ask yourself, what music is available in my file? 2, are the songs that I have selected, are they singable? Because not all songs that can be sung. You need to put that into account as you select these songs. We move to the next question. Who? This question, my dear people, refers to who is singing. Who is singing? We are going to look at this in terms of the size of the choir, the capability of the choir. Are they able to sing the selected songs? Are they capable? And then we still move and ask ourselves, after now selecting, after finding the right choir to sing these songs, then we ask ourselves, who are the congregants? Is this mass meant for PMC, youth, CMA, CWA, or a collection of choirs? All these, my dear people, determine the language, complexity, and styles to be put in place. We still move and ask ourselves, after selecting these songs, after determining who are the congregants, now we ask ourselves, who is the minister? In this question, my dear choir director, my dear choir members, the opinion of the presiding priest counts. So, simply, my dear brother, my dear sister, consult. This will help in better coordination and less embarrassment. We still move and ask ourselves after now determining who is the minister, and ask ourselves, who is the host? Particularly when we are dealing with occasions. So in occasions such as anniversaries, weddings, some people may request for a particular song. So it's your responsibility as a choir director to give, to accept the request of your host, the person who invited you to come and lead that particular occasion, that particular occasion. And then another question, or the last question is, we ask ourselves, who is selecting this music? Who is selecting the songs? Is it the choir director? Is it the choir secretary? Or is the whole choir? So you need to put that into account. We move to the next question, my dear people of God. And the question is, when? This question, my dear brother, this question, my dear sister, refers to the season. Are you selecting these songs for Advent? Are you selecting for Christmas? Are you selecting these songs for the ordinary time? Are you selecting these songs for Lent? Are you selecting these songs for Easter? Remember, each season demands a particular spirituality, musical expression, instrumentation, and particular sung parts. That's what you need to put into account. Still, this question, when, may also refer to the time when the song is relevant. The time when the song is relevant. Most of the choir members, when we have never realized that matters a lot. For example, when are you supposed to sing these songs? This song. Alfajiri ya kupendeza. Now, if we are celebrating Mass at noon, it's noon Alfajiri, and you find most choirs comfortably sing that song. Njoni tuimbe, njoni tucheze, njoni tuimbe leo asubuhi. And we are celebrating Mass in the afternoon, or rather even at 3 in the afternoon. So is that song suitable? So we need to ask ourselves, when is this song, or when are the songs we have selected are supposed to be sung? We move to the next question, my dear people of God. Where? This question, where, refers to the place. Is it rural or urban? So if it's rural, you may consider vernacular songs in such areas rather than urban. Still, where is referred to which diocese, because different dioceses may have slightly different approaches to the liturgy. Example, instrumentation during Advent, liturgical dancing, recitation, singing of the creed. Some dioceses don't sing the creed. Some dioceses don't refer to recite Our Father other than singing. So you need to consider the diocese you're in. We are still the question where? You are in which community? Is it pure or cosmopolitan? So, if it is pure or you need to choose idioms fitting the community. Don't choose totally, for example, a Luo or a Kamba or Kikuyu idioms in a mixed society. You may lose the universality of the church. We are still the question where we ask ourselves, where? In the church or an open field? Some songs that we select are only effectively audible in an enclosed room. That's what we need seriously to consider. And my dear people, next time I'm going to deal, or rather I'm going to dwell more on the factors we consider when selecting this music. Thank you very much. Until next time.